to stop it, or I have to remove from the Google Meet. Therefore, you should be take care about this. My screen is presenting. You can
Yes,
observing.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, what is going
Yes,
on
sir.
now? What is going on now?
Sir, you are opening your folder, your file.
Yeah. Okay. Today's topic, as you know very well, our subject and syllabus is given to us.
Excuse me,
The
sir.
part and
Screen
parcel.
is not visible.
Okay, okay. It will be visible within 2 or 3 minutes. Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If your connectivity is okay, then you can
Yes, sir.
see that particular slide. Okay, no problem. Now I would like to continue with this
Still not
PowerPoint
visible.
presentation. Just take 1 or 2 minutes. Sometimes the connectivity problem is there. That's why you are not able to see, able to watch that particular slide. However, you can listen properly. As you know very well, when we discuss publication ethics, before discussing ethics, we came to know, or we have to know, what is the meaning of the ethics. Ethically, we are here. Ethically, we are teachers, and you are also becoming teachers or the budding teachers. Before discussing that particular point, I just skip on the second slide so that we can interact with each other. As you know very well, the publication ethics is related to publication. It is very much common phenomena that everybody willing to know why the publication ethics can be implemented and why these are necessary for us. As you know, my name is Dr. Surendra Singh. I am a professor and chairperson, Department of Commerce. In the Department of Commerce, I have started my teaching from 2004. And basically, I'm from district Jind, and I have started my teaching career in 1998 from CRM Jat PG College Hisar. After a gap of near about 30 years, so many generations of the students have been get their study, get their teaching from me, and I have learned a lot from the students also. It is my prime importance and prime responsibility to convey you all that we have to thank to the God that we are meeting in the Google Meet in the era of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is very much tough to survive for everyone. However, we are surviving by the grace of the God, and we are meeting today on the topic of publication ethics. As I say, what is the meaning of the ethics? Ethics is the plural, ethic is singular, but in common sense or in a layman language, ethics includes niti, niyat, and niyati. You can write down these words, no problem. However, it is going on recording, and I can provide this recording to you all. If I am saying niti, it is simply a policy matter. If the policy or the governance policy or the code of the governance of any organization, of any institution is okay, then there is no problem. Then the second one is niyat, the intention. What kind of the intention you have? If your intention is okay and you are making good decisions, then it is ethical. If your intention is good and the decision is bad, as you know very well, my dear students, bad decisions with good intention remains bad decisions. Therefore, we should have good intention before deciding anything. And another one is niyati. That is the grace of Almighty, grace of the God. How he or she is giving to sport to us. Maybe God, maybe goddess. How they are giving this to us. As far as the definition of the ethics, as I conveyed these three words, niti, niyat, and niyati. In simple words, if the policy is okay, our intention is okay, and the grace of the God is okay, mean to say the external environment is favoring us, including our internal environment, then we can do best in our life. As you can see on my WhatsApp DP, do best in life. Any kind of the role is being given to you by the grace of the God, by the grace of any institution, then you have to deliver in a proper manner. Therefore, it is necessary that every kind of the role is to be followed by you in a proper way. Being a student, you have to follow all the ethics. Being a teacher, again you have to follow the ethics which are being delivered, which are being given by the society to you all. It may be internal environment, it may be external environment. Any kind of the environment is being given to you. Therefore, it becomes your responsibility that every kind of the ethic is to be followed by you. If a student, as a student, if you are sitting in a class, then you have to listen carefully what the teacher is going to teach you. Being a teacher, the teacher's responsibility or the ethics of a teacher is saying he or she has to understand the problem of the students and then deliver the material, deliver the teaching, deliver the preaches or preaching to the students in the same way. Therefore, simply the single word ethic is saying my niti, policy, niyat, what is my intention, niyati, external environment is being given by our society. If all are okay, then we can say, okay, we are delivering each and everything to the society in an ethical manner. If no, it means to say you have no any good policy. It means to say there is no good governance. If you have no any intention good, it means to say you are not willing to deliver to the society. If your external environment is not okay, it means to say the society is not going to support you. It means to say you are not able to deliver what you are willing to deliver. Therefore, it is necessary for everyone that every kind of the policy is to be maintained in a proper way, and then your intention will be good and your external environment as well as internal environment should be okay. With these words, I am saying the ethics is the combination of these three words. I'm not focusing upon the publication ethics or the others. In continuation of this, now come to the point on the definition. If I'm willing to define the ethics, ethics just we can say it is a code of conduct. How you behave how you will act and react on any period of time or the point of time. Suppose I should ask to anyone, will you attend my class in the evening 9 to 10 p.m.? Some of are saying yes, some of are saying no. It means to say the response is given yes and no. If nobody is giving the response, it means to say the code of conduct is not followed. If it is not followed, what I can expect? It means to say the students are not getting my point and the students are not interested in the class, or the students are not getting the knowledge what I have to deliver. If I am not able to deliver, then it means to say, being teacher, I am not applying the code of ethics or the code of conduct. Is it audible, Pallavi?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
You are audible.
Yes, sir.
Everything is clear. If any clarity is required, after the completion of the slide, I will give 2 or 3 minutes for
No,
discussing.
sir,
No
I
problem.
cleared everything.
Okay, so nice. The definition is saying it is a code of conduct.
Everything is okay, sir.
It means to say where we are observing, where we are living, and what kind of the environment we have. We have the environment which is beneficial for us to live in a healthy atmosphere, or we can get the knowledge from the teachers. And my university is giving good environment. My teachers are giving environment in a proper way. And my students or my colleagues or my class fellows or the classmates are very much interactive. If being a student I face any kind of the problem, immediately another student is giving the advice to me, okay, please do it. I can take an example here. Through this example, I can discuss ethics or the code of conduct. Yesterday, when I give a message, only 14 students have interacted through Google Classroom. One of the students placed in the WhatsApp group a message, install Google Classroom, then do this, then do this, then do this. What I saw, I have seen that after 1 or 2 hours, triple number of the candidates have been got registered through Google Classroom. What is that? That is my ethic, being a student. And it is known as code of conduct. Mean to say what you are going to give to the society. It means to say that is the belongingness. It is simply the delivery of your services. It is simply your conduct, your behavior toward the others. It means to say you are very much interactive with those people who are facing any problem. However, I can leave this message, but I didn't it. Why? Because of I can see how the students will do behavior in an ethical manner. In an ethical manner, how they are acting and reacting. Because of before entering in the class or entering the class of the ethics, I just observe how the students behave with the others. If one is well versed with that particular class, with that particular software, with that particular application, that may be Google Classroom, Google Meet, how they will get it. Because of, as I studied, in case of the ethics meeting, I have developed a policy. I have developed a policy that my budding teachers or my becoming students should enter in my class through Google Classroom. It was my policy. I have the good intention, why and how, so that the student will interact in my class or enter the class through Google Classroom because they should have be ICT savvy. If they are not technology savvy, then we cannot interact with them in a proper way. Near the external environment, the network situation is going on in our favor nowadays. There is no disturbance in attending this class. Therefore, they have to interact. Another one is the definition is clear, ethics is clear, example is also clear. Moral philosophy. Sometimes we say moral values, social values, ethical values. All these words or the philosophies or the actions or the reactions are based upon your principled conduct. Suppose you have made a principle that I have to wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. Why? Because of you are willing to deliver maximum to the society and you are willing to make the health in a proper way. If you are healthy, then you can become wealthy and you can deliver maximum and you can give to the society maximum. Therefore, you have made a principle that I have to take my action accordingly. And the principle is to wake up in the morning, or you can say early morning at 5 a.m. That is moral philosophy. Nobody can restrain you, nobody can restrict you, nobody can stop you. Okay, please do not wake up in the morning. You are disturbing us. No. Suppose we three students are there, we three are residing in the hostel, and I have the habit that I have to wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. and prepare a cup of tea and then I go for study in the library. It means to say it is my principal conduct. I am not disturbing the other students or the other fellow or the classmate or my roommate also. Therefore, the definition of the ethics is saying code of conduct. Moral philosophy is saying principle conduct. It means to say you should have a principle in the life. Suppose you have a principle in the life that we have to speak truth every time. If you are saying every time speaking truth, it means to say everybody is willing to listen truth from you and they will rely upon you that okay, we are my classmates or you are my classmates and you are saying it is my principle that I have to interact with my classmates in a principled manner. The third point, which is given here, I may clarify any more doubts with different examples. Make the patience and live in the life. Why I'm saying? When you are interacting with me, then enjoy the class as a play. Don't get it burdened. If one slide is complete, then no problem. If 20 slides complete, no problem. Just enjoy the class and understand the peculiarity or the importance or the vitality of this class. Because of it is simply and morally dependent upon you and me. How we can interact with each other. If we are emotionally attached with this class, Then we can understand each and every aspect of the pinpoint program, and we can deliver to the society in a proper manner in the coming future. To the next generation, we can pass on this knowledge. As you know very well, University Grants Commission has done this particular job, and it is meant for MPhil and PhD scholars. Why? Because you are the future builders of the nation and different generations of the society. If out of 51 class, if I can choose two or three who are well versed with these ethics, then I will see, okay, I can change the attitude, the behavior, the personality of two or three students. It means to say, I have the capacity to change the ethical behavior. If you are an unethical in any sense, don't take it personalized. Just get you involved. If you are very much involved in this class, then nobody will say you are unethical in the whole life. I can say this with 100% guarantee because of the patience is the essence of the life. Here, another point is given nature of moral judgment and reactions. I'm saying with patience. It means to say my morally strong judgments are based upon my reactions. Suppose in the morning, one student is there who is not able to attend my class through Google Meet due to network problem. Don't be panic. The whole lecture is being recorded. It will be given to each and every student. But there is a chance of missing what? In what dialect, in what tone I am teaching you. You can enjoy this tone and dialect through this class when you are listening and observing. And you are 100% available psychology and physically present in this class. If you are chewing the chewing gum during this class or taking a cup of coffee with this class, it means to say you are not giving 100% in this class. Therefore, it is necessary for us that we have to judge ourselves morally because it becomes my nature. It becomes your nature. Okay, I will attend this class with a cup of coffee. It means to say I am not focusing upon this class, I am focusing upon my meal or the cup of coffee or the drinks, etc., etc. No, you just be attentive with this class because of the fundamental virtue of a good human being followed by a good society. It means to say, if you are a good human being, then what will happen? You can build a good society. If you are not a good human being, then you cannot give a good human society to anyone. Therefore, it is necessary when you are giving actions, reactions, these all actions and reactions are to be based upon the judgments which are morally strong, morally ethical, and morally responsible and morally acceptable. If these judgments are not acceptable, then we can say, no, you are not following the ethics. Therefore, it is necessary to understand that the nature of moral judgments and reactions are what? These are simply fundamental virtue. If I am good, then I can see my society in a good manner. If I am not good, then I cannot see my society in a good manner. With these words, I just open the house before going the next slide, anyone is willing to ask any question with regard to this slide? R.K. Kasmiya, please mute your mic. Not listening. Therefore, I should close it because of it is the class of the ethics. If I am not 100% present in my class, it means to say I am not interested in this class. Therefore, I have no authority, no any power to disturb to anyone. I cannot waste the 50 minutes of all students. If I just waste 1 minute of every student, it means to say I'm wasting 50 minutes. Therefore, it is necessary each and every student be present. पल्लवी यदि कोई क्वेश्चन है बताइए.
Sir, I have one query.
जी नाम बोलेंगे डिपार्टमेंट बोलेंगे बच्चे.
Sir, my name is Kamal from Department of
Okay.
Commerce.
Yeah.
Sir, as you tell about moral philosophy and moral judgment,
Yeah.
in both cases we are talking about moral values and ethical values, action and reaction.
Yeah.
Sir, but what is the difference between these two?
If I am saying moral values, I have to obey my parents. I have to obey my parents. These are my moral values, which are being given by the society to me, which are being given by the parents to me. That is moral values. Ethical values are those, there are some terms and conditions of the family. One family is saying, okay, you will not go for this activity. Suppose my family is very much ethically strong, or my family, joint family, you can say. You can take an example of the joint family. I have to take care of my brothers and sisters as well as my cousins. If I am from the individual family, then my ethics may not convey to me that I have to take care of my cousins. That is ethical value, which is given by the joint family to me. And the moral value, what the parents you have given in a direct manner. Yeah. Next, please.
Sir, but what is the difference between philosophy and judgment?
Okay. Philosophy is simply a theory which is being built up or developed by our ancestors or by propounders. Theory is saying, or the philosophy is saying, okay, you have to do this and this activity in this manner. For example, worship style. You should go into the temple and bow the god or goddess and then come back with the back foot. It is philosophy. And moral judgment. On the basis of judgment, you have seen there that there is a not cleanliness, and you have donate 1 hour for the cleanliness of that particular temple. That is moral judgment. Because of you are not able to accept it that I have to do worship in uncleanliness environment, or I am not happy to see that there is a particular wastage is falling there in temple or on the gate of the temple. That is moral judgment. Next, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Gaurav from Department of Commerce. Sir,
Okay.
you started the class with thanking to God, and you have also quoted one word like Niti. So,
Yeah.
sir, Niti is likely belongs to and defined or created by God. So, how can we say it can be unethical? Niti is, I think, always on their mark or like ethical.
If I am saying NITI, Niti, that is simply a policy. Another word is Niyati,
Yes, yes,
NIYATI.
Hmm.
There is a great difference.
Yes, I'm saying about niyati, like
Okay, you
third
are
word.
speaking Niti, no problem. Niyati mean to say that is the external environment which is being given by our society. Because of, I am not saying that God is visible and God is giving this and this thing. But our external environment, like as you can see,
But we
is
actually,
giving
sir,
to us. If I am getting fresh air, who is providing? Fresh is being received by me from the Brahmand or the nature, you can say. If the
we,
nature is
we
supporting you, then you
mm-hmm.
can do ethical behavior. If nature is not supporting you, then you cannot do this thing. How? I can give an example. Suppose there is a smoke, SMOG, in the environment.
Mm.
How you can safeguard yourself? No, your health is not favoring you. What will happen? You cannot give maximum to the society. If you are happy with the environment, if you are healthy with the environment, then you can deliver. That's why I am saying if nature is supporting you, nature
Mm-hmm.
is saying, no, you are not okay today. If you are unhealthy, you have the fever, the cough, etc., etc. What you can deliver? Nothing. That's why I'm saying the ethics propounded or promulgated as and when the nature is supporting you. Because of it is a combination of niti, niyati, and intention or niyati. It means to say if you are okay, nature is okay, policy is okay, then you can go for ethical behavior. One of
Exactly.
them is absent, then you can not say, okay, I can do this particular behavior in an ethical manner. It doesn't mean to say that it is applicable on one person. Suppose you and me. No, there are so many criminals. There are so many criminals. What they are doing? Why they are doing the crimes? Because of what kind of the environment they have.
We manipulate
Listen me, please. What kind of the environment they have, and what kind of the nature they have. From the birth, they have not that nature that I will
to
shoot
like
this and this and this.
Niti.
No, but the environment has given these things, or the society has given these things to that particular person, and that's why he or she doing this thing. Yes, please. Next, please. Pallavi, audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Should I shift on the next slide, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There are so many factors. As one of the student asked, related to the moral philosophy, moral judgment, ethical values, moral values. Yes, I appreciate those students. It means to say the students who are getting interest in the class, they can ask the questions. Sometimes some take the initiative, sometimes everyone has the clarified all the facts. That's why it means to say 100% improvement is going on. Another slide is saying ethics of what kind? Only publication ethics or the others? As per the syllabi or the scheme and syllabi of this particular subject or the course, you can say research and publication ethics, the esteemed organization, University Grants Commission, has focused upon the following aspects with related to or with reference to ethics. Point number one, science and research. Mean to say we have to talk on or talk about the ethics with respect to what kind of the science, what kind of the research we have to do. and what kind of ethics are to be implemented or ethics are to be followed by us with respect to science and research. Another one is intellectual honesty and research integrity. If I am a teacher and I have made a patent with the use of the lab of this university, and the patent is being registered by me with my student, not in the name of the university, it means to say that is intellectual dishonesty because of my scholar has utilized all the facilities, all the chemicals of my laboratory. The laboratory is established by my university and the funding is given to my department by the university. But I got patent only in the name of the teacher and the student. It is wrong. It is intellectual dishonesty. Why? Because of I should take that patent in my university first, then I can collaborate myself and my scholar. Therefore, I have to understand this word intellectual honesty. Mean to say when you are doing any work with any organization, then you have to give the due credit to that organization. If I am not doing this, it means to say I am dishonest on that part. Another one is research integrity. If I am doing research, I am publishing different documents, different papers in different journals, then what I have to do? I have to give a proper credit, give the name of the scholar if they have given input in my research paper. Number two, I have been reviewed the literature or I have reviewed the literature in present or in past also. I have to give due credit to the papers, to the journals, to anyone who have contributed in my manuscript. For example, I prepared a paper and I have given this paper to the English department. Please correct my spellings or the spell errors or any kind of the phonetics or any kind of the word of different language that is italic or not. If it has been italicized, then no problem. If not italicized, then you have to see. In that sense, being a teacher of the commerce, I have to underline the contribution or I have to put due credit to the teacher of the English in my paper also, so that it will not give a question mark to my research integrity. I have swallowed many material or borrowed many material from different corners, different papers, magazines, newspapers, or different databases. I have to give a proper reference, due credit in my paper. That is known as research integrity. If any one of them is absent or absent there, then it means to say we are not following research integrity in a proper manner. Another one is scientific misconduct. There are three words. However, this particular unit is to be covered by Professor Pankaj Sharma. But I just give a glimpse of these words so that we can be in touch with the second and third unit. Scientific misconduct, falsification, fabrication, and plagiarism. My dear students, the word is plagiarism, not plagiarism. Sometimes we pronounce it plagiarism. It is the word is plagiarism. First one is falsification. The data is saying 10% GDP, but my results are not okay as per my hypothesis. I just corrected my data, manipulated my data, and the value is 10 to 20% I have changed, and the result I got 20% change in my GDP. That is known as falsification. Fabrication mean to say you are not delivering that particular product in that sense where it is required. Nowadays, for example, you can take the example of the coronary. The coronary issue has been raised in media. The coronary was simply a medicine which claims that okay, it can decrease the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. However, it was represented at the media. Okay, this particular coronal is saying we can stop corona. That is fabrication. Mean to say the exact information is not given, the another information is presented toward the society. Plagiarism mean to say I have studied the material, borrowed the material, and give my name and publish it. However, that material was not mine. It was not mine. But I have stamped, okay, I am the author of this particular book. However, the book has been copied and pasted by me from English language to Hindi language or vice versa. But I put my name, and that is known as plagiarism. Sometimes we don't give any kind of the due credit to anyone. It will also be the part of plagiarism. Next one is, I just complete 2 slides today so that we can gradually understand this topic, and then if any more classes are required, I will deliver. There is no focus upon the okay 14 classes or 15 classes as per the syllabus. No, I can deliver maximum classes. Redundant publications mean to say I am repeating my publication. That may be duplicate, that may be overlapping, that may be salami slicing. Duplicate mean to say I just published a paper in year 2018. In 2020, what I did, the same research methodology, same research design has been taken by me and published a fresh paper with different conclusions. That is duplicacy. Overlapping. The material, the same review of literature I utilized in the paper which I got published in 2018. The same review of literature is being given by me in the paper which are or which is going to be published in 2020. That is overlapping. Sometimes we add some information, sometimes we delete some information. That is simply duplication and overlapping. Salami slicing. It means to say that is salam. Sometimes we students, being scholars, I object on the salami slicing. How? Some of the my scholars I have been supervising by my teachers, and I supervise my students also. Neither my teacher focused upon or forced me for salami slicing, nor I forced my students for salami slicing. What is that word? With the due respect and regard, we put the name of my teacher at the first place in the research paper. There is no contribution, no input of my teacher, but just for the sake of happiness, for the sake of the salam or the namaste or gratitude, I just put the name of my teacher in that paper. That is known as salami slicing. No, it is unethical. The ethics are saying if anyone who have contributed in your paper, just give his or her name with your paper. That may be from your department, that may be your colleague, that may be your family member, that may be anyone who have not contributed anything. Don't give the name of that particular person, that particular organization in your research paper. That's why I'm saying I object on the salami slicing. Not from today. I have been experienced from 2000 when I got registered in PhD in 2000 in Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, under the guidance of the esteemed Professor Narendra Singh, Department of Commerce, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. He has not focused on me and not forced me, okay, put my name in this paper. No. And I just pass on this particular tradition to my students also. Another one is selective reporting and misrepresentation of data. Selective reporting means to say some of the part of that paper you have reported, but the important part you have kept in store, or you have misrepresented the data. As I told earlier, falsification, fabrication, same part is there. You have taken a sample of 1000 people. Your topic of the thesis is a study of India, but you are taking a sample of Sirsa only. What is that? That is misrepresentation of data. If you are displaying or giving the result based on the Indian economy, then you have to take care of the whole. Just not focus in Sirsa. Therefore, it is necessary that we have to see what kind of the data you have and how you have to represent this before the society. Because of any kind of the data which you have, any kind of the result you have is to be represented by you, or the results are to be generalized with a strong database if you have. If you are going to study CISA only and the whole study is being represented by you before India or for India, it is wrong. It is unethical. Therefore, you have to represent your data in a proper manner so that it can be said, okay, it is an ethical behavior. There are two slides which I have covered today. If any query, any question, again you can ask.
Sir, if you could just help us out
Hello.
to, if, yes, hello.
Yeah.
Sir, if you could just tell us what would be the reference for this particular subject? Which reference do we have to use to study this
What will
particular
be the
subject?
reference? Okay, it is a good question. But as and when you will search research and publication ethics, what you will see? You will see there is a huge material on this research and publication ethics. In the next slide or next time, as and when I will discuss this thing. COP, Committee on Publication Ethics. Committee on Publication Ethics. COPE. You have to study that report. Another name is there, Bhushan Patwardhan. Bhushan Patwardhan is the chairperson of the UGC who has contributed a lot for this publication ethics. He has delivered so many lectures, so many speeches on this topic. I recommend you all just put the word research and publication ethics in a Google and go for COPE and WAME, and you can download the material and you have to study. Number one. Number two, as and when I will deliver these lectures, one by one, Each and everything is to be elaborated by me in a proper manner. Number one. Number two, as and when you will face any kind of the problem or the material, you can ask me during the class or before and after the class. No problem. Number three, I just request you all, what you have studied today, you should pinpoint, you should note down each and everything. After the completion of these lectures, I will share this my PPT completely to you through the Google Classroom. Therefore, you have to focus upon the listening now. What we are going to discuss, you can just ask the question, I will reply. With these words, I should thank you all that you have attended this class. One more thing I have to share with you. The next day morning, I am out of station, and at that moment, 9 to 10, I may be busy in different aspects or different problems, or you can say different work or different functions. Should I go for this class of the tomorrow's class? Should I take this class in the evening, 9 to 10 today?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
you
sir.
Yes,
have
sir.
no problem.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No problem.
Okay, this
Okay,
class
sir.
will be continued at 9 to 10 p.m.
Thank you,
today.
sir.
Sir,
Kindly
I have
send
one query.
yes,
sir.
yes,
It's
ask
all right,
me
sir.
question.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
thank you
as
very much to you all.
in,
Any query
no,
you just put with
sir,
you,
sir, as you tell
ask all
about,
these questions. Yes,
sir, as in overlapping, you tell about that we cannot use same literature review in two research papers.
yeah. Overlapping
Sir, can
mean
you
to say
please
some
show?
material you have adjusted in first paper, another paper you have adjusted another material, but the total research paper is not different from the one. Some of the part you have taken from the first paper, some
Okay,
part
sir.
from the second paper. Suppose you have published 3 or 4 papers, and you have
Okay,
clubbed together, and another paper, fifth paper, you have derived. That is
okay,
overlapping. Ji.
okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
thank you very
thank
much
you.
to all. We will meet 9 to 10 p.m. Just I send a message to you all through Google Classroom. Therefore, keep in touch with the Google Classroom.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Just
sir.
Thank you so
thank
much,
you,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Keep
Thank
it
you,
sir.
brief.
sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank you. So nice of you. Please leave this meet.
Okay, sir.
Just click in the center and leave.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.